Hello everybody! It has been a while again since my last video, but as I said in my last one, that is probably the way it's going to be. So anyway, skipping over that, I thought I would do a video today just to show you a couple of things that I have just recently bought. Recently, as in today, I went to the shops and I bought some makeup. So I just thought that I would show it to you and just kind of like try it out on the camera and share my first impressions with you. So my intention when I went out to the shops today was literally just to buy something new for like makeup stuff just to use on my makeup looks. And I ended up going into Topshop first of all because there's so many good sales on at the moment and there was like 70% off in Topshop. So I thought, well, I might as well go in and see what they have. And I did buy makeup in there in the end anyway, I didn't buy any clothes. So I did end up sticking to my objective. So the exciting part of all of that is that in amongst their massive sale that they've got going on, they have makeup, and obviously normally makeup in the sales tends to be stuff that has been opened and half like swiped and chipped and everything. But a lot of this stuff was sealed, so I knew that it would be okay. And a lot of the stuff was very, very cheap. I bought 3 different things from Topshop actually, and I only spent £3. Each one was £1, and that is incredible value. So let's begin. Let me show you. One of the first things I got from Topshop was this, which is, what is this? I only just got it this morning. Oh, right, okay, it's a bronzer. And this one is in the shade Mohawk. And I wanted to get a new bronzer because my other one is actually running out. So, yeah, so that's a good reason to get a new bronzer. So I did, there was one of these that was already open. And so I did check to see what the shade looked like, and it seemed okay, but then I picked up the one that wasn't opened, as you would. So here it is. Comes, I really like their packaging, it's just like really matte and nice, and it feels good. So this is the bronzer. I don't know if you can see that there, but it looks like quite a nice shade. Doesn't look too dark, and it's like a matte shade. It's not got any shimmer to it as well. So it looks quite nice. I am happy with this. Yeah, okay. I do have a bit of bronzer on now, but I'm going to just use this to show you what it's like. So I don't know if you've noticed, but I did just touch up my foundation because it was wearing away a bit, and I just wanted to kind of start with a fresh base because I already had bronzer on. So I'm going to take this bronzer, which I have just scratched, and that is so annoying. So it now says Topshop P with a weird P on the end, but oh well. So I'm going to take a little bit of that on my Real Techniques brush and see what it looks like. So it is obviously buildable, like they say, because I didn't want one that was too dark and that would just go on straight on and look awful. So yeah. And then just get that onto my temples a bit, take a little bit more. So I'm kind of like not going for a contoured look as such, I'm going for more of a sun-kissed look so that it's kind of just a sweeping amount of the bronzer on the outer edge of my face. So yeah, so far so good. I think I quite like it. It seems nice. So just for the sake of it, I'm going to do the other side as well. I think it's quite nice. It does have like a slight orangey tint to it, but if you obviously use it fairly sparingly, then it's fine. And yeah, it could be quite a nice one. So I'm definitely very happy with that. Being just £1, that's amazing. So this was the bronzer in the shade Mohawk from Topshop, and I like it. The next thing that I bought was a highlighter, and I do have to admit I have already used this because I just did this makeup look here, and I really, really wanted to use this highlighter because I just got it and I was excited. So yeah, so I know what this looks like already, but I still will do sort of a tester on me, not on you, a tester on me to show you what it looks like. So this is the highlighter here, so it's got a goldeny sort of glow to it. It's called Mother of Pearl, this one, and it says, light reflecting pearls highlight and define the skin to create a beautiful glow. Blend onto the skin using a brush or fingertips to create a highly polished finish and luminous effect. Wow. Okay. So what I didn't say about the other one as well is that it's got a mirror, as you probably saw, and I think that's quite nice that they've both got mirrors, because if you're going away on holiday and you've forgotten to bring a mirror, if a makeup has a mirror, then that's just so much better. So I'm going to take my Spectrum CO6 brush. This is the one that I normally use when I'm doing highlighter. I switch between this and a fan brush, but this is really good, I think, for doing like your Cupid's bow on your nose and sometimes on the tops of your cheekbones, but I think fan brush is good for the tops of your cheekbones. Anyway, I will stop rambling. So I'm going to take this and show you just how nice it is, because I do think it is quite nice. So now I have a shiny nose, and I'll put a little bit here. Obviously, like with this kind of makeup look that I've got on right now, it might look a bit weird because this, I intended to buy it for like dramatic makeup looks, so just bear that in mind. So I'm going to take a fan brush now, and I'm just going to put this on the tops of my cheekbones. You can just see how lovely this highlighter is, and you can build it up as well. It's got sort of like a pinky glow to it, and a pinky and sort of bronzy glow, which is really nice. So yeah, I don't know what you guys think of that, but I'm just going to sort of diffuse this a little bit on my nose. I think it's really nice actually. The highlighter that I have been using most recently is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Aurora Glow Kit, and that has a selection of 6, which is very nice, but I don't think it has a colour in like this, so let me just have a quick look. Oh no, I've done it again! I've just, like, made a dent in it with my nail. If I show you this compared to the Aurora Glow Kit, I guess, yeah, there's not really a similar colour because, I mean, the only pinky toned one is this one, but that's not even pink, it's purple. And then these two, the top and bottom corners, they're quite goldeny, but they don't really have that pinky tone in them. So this is quite a nice one as sort of another one to have to use, and it gives like quite a nice finish. So yeah, I wouldn't use it for every day, but I definitely will be using this still in my makeup looks. Again, that one was just £1, so such amazing value if you can get yourself to Topshop. At the moment, as of from when I filmed it, they're doing this amazing discount on the makeup, so if they're still doing it, I definitely recommend you go and get one of those. Last thing I got from Topshop was this. So I wasn't intending even to buy this. I got to the counter and then I saw that this glitter was also just £1. So I thought, yes, because glitter is something you can never have enough of, especially if you do makeup looks. So it's kind of like, oh, I've just spilt loads on me. That was really stupid. This is stupid. Why did I do that? So anyway, you can see from my hand now, this is a ready-made swatch. This is the glitter. So it's got like really nice sparkly pinky bits of glitter. It's got smaller bits and then some larger bits in different shapes as well. So I can't believe I just spilt that all over me. I am going to look like a fairy now. So I have already used this glitter as well, because I did use this in this makeup look already that I've already shown you. And it was really nice to use some chunky glitter in the inner corner of my eye as well, because I've seen a lot of makeup artists doing that, and I wanted to get some glitter that I could use for that. So this worked really well, and most glitters cost, I don't know, at least like £5 or and upwards. So to get this for £1 is really good. They had another style of glitter as well, but I didn't like that so much. It's probably good as well, but this one I really liked the look of. And this is called Hot Mess. Okay, so that is everything that I got from Topshop. And then because I had intended to go on to Boots, I did still go to Boots despite having bought some makeup already. And I actually bought from a brand that I haven't ever tried before, and I think it's fairly new to Boots as well. So, brand that I bought was Obsession. So, I don't know, Obsession Makeup or something like that anyway. So, the things that I bought, beginning with this one. This is their brow pomade, and I bought it in the shade Redhead. I don't think that I am a redhead, but it just looked slightly darker than the light brown one, and I don't know, it just looked quite nice, so I thought that would be good. I think that I will give this a little try and do my brows, actually. I have tried doing my brows as a first impressions thing of another product before, and it was quite scary actually, using a product I've not used before for the first time on camera. So I hope this goes a little better than that did. So it says brow pomade with double-ended brush. So let's see what the brush looks like, because they're never actually very good normally. No, it's going to be too thick, the brush. It needs to be a really, really fine line when you're doing your eyebrows, and this isn't really, so I don't think I'm going to use this. So this is the little tub thing that the product is in, and that's the tone there. So that's the Redhead tone. I didn't really think it looked much like Redhead, so that's why I bought it. So this is my Morphe M165 brush. It's my favourite for doing my brows because it has such a fine line and it just makes it so much easier. Quickly, before I do any of that, I'm just going to brush out my brows. Taking the product directly onto the brush. I really hope this is nice. I think this was about, how much was this? I think it was about £6. Okay. Okay. Seems alright so far. Yeah, okay. I'll just get a bit more onto the brush and I will go onto this part. Alright, I think that is okay actually. I do think that my brow application wasn't very good today, but I think when you're doing your brows for the first time with a product, it is a bit more tricky, so that's what I'm going to blame it on. I'm going to do my other brow as well actually. It's quite easy to use, it just glides on really quite easily, and if you've got the right brush to work with, then it makes everything look so much better. And I think that the shade is quite nice as well. I don't think it looks redhead. So if you are redhead, then you're probably going to be a bit disappointed with this. But I'm not, so I'm happy with it. As I said, please just don't judge me for my makeup application. I know that I didn't do that particularly well, but we just have to ignore that. The last thing that I got today was this, and again this is from Obsession, Makeup Obsession, and it's the Liquid Illuminator in the shade Fierce. I haven't ever had a liquid illuminator before, haven't really ever used them. I've only used like the powder highlighters, if that's what you call them. I have used creams, but I don't like that so much, so I don't know if I'm going to like this actually. But this is got the pipette, and then, yeah, the product there. So I'm going to put a little bit onto my finger and then put some onto the back of my hand to see what that's like. just to show you. So, can you see that on here? That is really not showing up very well, but there it is. So it's got a pinky glow to it, just kind of like, it's really pretty actually, pinky goldeny glow to it. So I guess this is kind of similar to the highlighter I got from TOPSHOP in the fact that it's got the pinky golden undertones. So yeah, they're both fairly similar, but obviously one's the liquid highlighter and the other is not. So maybe I could just take a tiny bit and apply it to my face. I don't know if this is a good idea. It's probably a really bad idea, but oh well. Plus I've already got highlighter on. I'm going to have to wipe this off. So if I just, that just looks awful now. Oh well. Let's see. It's still there as well. Now I've got the glitter on my face too that was on my hand. Okay, so once you get glitter on your face, basically you never get it off, and it's still there, but it's just going to have to do. Here we go. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That is very bright. I don't know if I'm doing this correctly, but... oh, it's getting the glitter mixed in with it. That's ridiculous. Anyway, that is the highlighter. I don't know if that looks ridiculous. As I said, this is my first time using liquid illuminator, but yeah, it feels quite nice, and I guess it's probably quite easy to apply. Did I say this is in the shade Fierce? I think I probably did. Anyway, this was £7, I think. So yeah, it's quite nice actually, but I don't really have other liquid highlighters to base it on. I just have the creams or the powder highlighters. I think overall I do prefer the TOPSHOP highlighter that I got. I think I prefer that to the liquid one, but that's not saying, that's not like dissing the, that's not dissing their product. It's just my preference. So both are really good. I like both. So that is everything. I now have a very odd face with my brow pomade, my liquid highlighter, my bronzer, and my dry powder highlighter. Anyway, I hope that that was informative and that you yourselves enjoyed it. If you fancy going down and buying any of those products, the Makeup Obsession ones I got were from Boots, and obviously the TOPSHOP ones were from TOPSHOP. Hopefully, if you do manage to get down, hopefully they're still doing their sale because they had massive reductions, and it's just, I think it's definitely worth having a look because to get 3 items for £3 is great. I'm going to go now because I feel like I've been talking for ages and I need to go to bed. So I'm actually not going to go to bed. I'm going to watch Once Upon a Time because I have got into that and I love it so much, and that is honestly what I'm going to go and do now. So goodbye, and I hope that you have a nice day, and I will see you hopefully not that too long in the future. Bye then.